Peace family, back again with you with a new video just to show you that what these dudes are doing, yeah, how they are changing the whole system. The banks are out. You can you have to go far to find a bank building to actually make a deposit. You know what I'm saying? And they making less and less branches and having everyone paying by card, and making it hard to use cash in the shops. A lot of people lost their jobs because they closed these payment machines that needed someone to actually be there to do the payment. So now you just use the card all the time, so they know what you're buying, what you're doing. And I told you before about these bitcoins, that was all a project, that it was all meant to come to a control system, and that nothing happens by accident. Yeah, you're not gonna have somebody creating bitcoins, yeah, some type of money that you can do as you please. You need to be asleep to believe that. You know what I'm saying? So now you see them taking steps and coming to get you.
This thing called the central banking digital currency. They want to replace fiat paper money with digital money as a competitor to Bitcoin and crypto money, right? But instead of being decentralized currency, it will be controlled by a government. It's digital currency, but controlled centrally through the banks, Bank of England. So instead of having a bank account with whatever, HSBC or Bank of America, you have a bank account directly within the American context with the Fed.
Now, think about the dudes that been buying bitcoins all their lives since it came out, spent thousands on it, all thinking, oh, I'm so free.
In the UK, directly with the Bank of England, you have a personal bank account, and you're given digital money in that bank account. These are called central banking digital currencies. The Chancellor of the Exchequer in the UK has already announced their intention to do this as the G7 group. And these, if you look up...
G7 group, people. That's Yahweh. You see that? That's Yahweh right there. When they say G7, that's Yahweh coding. I don't care what you're thinking.
This sounds terrifying. If you look up the Telegraph newspaper... central bank digital currency, is that the one down below? Digital currency should be programmable. See that one there? Yeah? Now what they're doing is they're saying, everyone knows that with inflation at over 5%, it's now 5.4%, right? Our fiat money, the paper money, is increasingly becoming worthless.
Gets better.
It's a big disaster. The Fed wants to raise interest rates. We're in so much debt that if you raise interest rates, people are going to suffer because we're living on debt as we're...
So you living on debt, people. You have a dead lifestyle. You live on debt. Not life. You live on debt. How bad is that, people? Yeah. And because you're not connected to the earth, you believe in bitcoins. I got a lot of dudes that tried to, force bitcoins on me. And I always resisted it because I know it's a BS. And now you see what's happening. They're telling you that they can actually program these coins. How bad is that? At least your notes, they couldn't program them, could they? No matter if they're plastic, but they can program them to tell you where to use them, where you can and where you can't use them. You see that? You see how the hybrids are all in a lab?
Economies. So they realise that this kind of the lifespan of paper money is fast coming to an end because of the 2008 economic crash in particular.
Which was created.
Central banking digital currencies. Why is that word programmable in there? So what they said in that article, and the Chancellor put a video out saying this as well.
So we get here that with the economic crashes, then come the programmed money.
They said that this money that you would earn from work, instead of having paper money, you have this digital money. It's programmable so that you can't buy certain foods, or if you do something that your employer doesn't like, it's all in that article. You won't be able to spend your money. In other words, it's not money. They're vouchers. They're like food vouchers. And they can be programmed so that, like the Chinese social credit system, that if you try try and use them on a certain thing, it won't work. Say you want to buy a burger and they want you to buy bucks, which is one of the examples used. If you start to try and buy unhealthy meat, it just won't work. You tap your card, you can't buy the thing because you've met your quota that month of burgers. You have to buy something like a vegan meal.
So it won't just be money in the sense of the way we have dollars or pounds today.
Yeah.
It'll be something that's controlled in terms of your ability to distribute it.
Which is why I'm calling it a voucher. It's a coupon.
But even a coupon, if you
People, they changed your money became a voucher. All these dudes buying bitcoins, they only have vouchers now. Can you imagine having $1 million inside bitcoins? And these are vouchers. Congratulations, guys. Okay, don't watch my videos. Continue buying bitcoins.
coupon to buy bread, you can still buy the bread. Like there's
But
no
you can't buy, see that coupon to buy bread, what you can't do is buy a burger with that coupon. It's for bread.
right.
Yeah?
Right. Do you feel like you're sounding the alarm
Yes.
for people that don't understand what is going on?
So here, I'll put it up for you here, yeah? So there's the video.
The group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for
The devils,
retail
people.
central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote.
Right, so that's the guy who runs our economy in the UK. His name's the Chancellor of the Exchequer.
It's not a banknote, people. It is a voucher. Get it right.
And here is the article. Bank of England tells ministers to intervene on digital currency programming, yeah? And here's a quote from the article. Digital cash could be programmed to ensure it is only spent on essentials or goods which an employer or government deems to be sensible. Holy shit. I'm going to take it one step further for you, Joe, right? So the checkpoint Charlie exists everywhere. They bring in digital banking, central banking digital currencies. You've got a scenario now that you're checking in and out everywhere you go using vouchers that are programmed and you can only spend where you're told you can spend them. There's another word for that, man. That's called the Chinese social credit system. So what they are telling us, and when I say they, who's they? People in power. That's the head of our economy, the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Second most powerful person other than the Prime Minister and maybe the Foreign Secretary in the UK, right? He's telling us, I just played it there for you. He's telling us that's what he, as the UK, that bring in this thing called.
Okay, people. I'm gonna stop, man. Y'all seen what it is. Okay? Keep playing the game. And Yahweh will own you all. Okay? That's what I'm gonna tell you. Keep your egos. Celebrate Christmas. Celebrate New Year's in the midst of winter. Keep going. That's all, man. I love you all. Peace.
Central banking digital currency. They want to replace fiat paper money with digital money as a competitor to Bitcoin and crypto money, right? But instead of being decentralized currency, it will be controlled by a government. It's digital currency, but controlled centrally through the banks.